sijui kama umesikia hiyo. So she's saying there are two things, but the second point, the first point you've not finished on it. It was about around the, she was saying that a lot of their parents start small businesses, so that they can be able to make a living for them to pay, like for example, for their school fees. But those businesses most of the time don't work out. So we paused there because we wanted to ask ourselves, what do they think would need to be done to help their businesses thrive? But then there was a second point she said, which had connected to the businesses not working. For example, in secondary school, there's still the demand, tuition is covered, but then there's still things that they're being asked to pay. So she was saying maybe for persons with disability, there should be actually an allocation for bursaries for them to actually be able to meet some of those, or some of those costs that are being asked for in school, as one of the recommendations that we made. So that could go to the people who do budgeting, it could be around CDF or whoever to plug in that.
Maybe they should be also connected to it. They should be, they should go up to it on awareness, like school bursary, like residential bursary fund, which is available now.
Yes. So, yes, Vanessa.
The next thing that they is the aids that you need. For example, the brain and even the therapist. So maybe some therapists that are too expensive, or some working aids that are too expensive for our parents to purchase. So I think the government should try and lower the prices of the aids we need, so that they can be affordable to
Mwampata Vanessa?
Yeah.
Vanessa yozungumza kuhusu hizi assistive devices. So kwa mfano kama uko na tatizo la macho, unahitaji kutumia braille, si ndio? But the braille inakuwa ina gharama kubwa. It's a bit expensive. So what Vanessa na suggest is also if the government could also either try to subsidize, yeah, ndio ile gharama ishuke chini, ama itafute mbinu ambayo, kwa mfano kama kwa shule, kila mtoto ambaye ako na like who is blind inabidi wazinunue, ama what happens. And then pia ameongea about therapy. So for example, if you have physical disability and you require some form of therapy, or even in picking or not, Vanessa said it could be one of the things. Yes sir, unajua leo tujazungumza mpaka na shindo, sauti yako iko vipi? Weza kwa msanii na tujui. Waitwa nani? Dennis. Niambie.
Tunaweza pata kaa mzazi hajiwezi kulipia mtoto school fees, kisha anajaribu kuomba kutafuta biashara, anaenda distance break kutafuta pesa ndio mtoto aende shule. Sasa inabidi tu akae tu kwa nyumba aombe pesa, kama watu wengine kwa njia wanatumia watoto disabled kupata pesa, alafu wanaenda kwa hizo pesa wanaenda kugawana mbele.
So mtu anakuja na kuchukua, anakulazimisha uchukue pesa, lakini ile pesa. Sasa Dennis, hiyo point ni nini unaweza recommend ifanywe? One, kwa hao ambao wanalazimisha watoto wengine kuomba pesa na wanazichukua, ni nini unafikiri inafaa kufanywa, wanafaa kufanywa hao?
Naona tu serikali kutoa, kwa sababu wanaweza fanya hata wanaweza waua kwa sababu wamekataa. Sasa serikali ikikotoa toa hiyo saidi.
Hatua kama gani?
Kama watu washikwe wasije kuharibu watu wengine, watu pia watakuwa na education na waweze kuwa na.
Thanks Dennis. So Dennis is saying that there are people who actually force children with disability to actually go on the street and borrow and borrow money, but then that money doesn't come from them, and he's recommending that the government arrests civil Dennis washikwe, kwa sababu while mnakata unaenda kuomba unalazimishwa usiende shule. So she's saying, like for example, for her, only the mother has an opportunity to get a job, but it's not enough. So like she's feeling like sometimes she feels even like for her she would like to just get a job to be able to do that. So, and I think these are challenges that we need to look at how to have comprehensive livelihoods programs that actually that are targeting a household rather than individuals. And here I'm speaking to the social protection people. Yeah, because that's exactly linked to that point where most of the social protection interventions target individuals. So you find in a household it's only one person, but then it's not covering the entire household, and that's where the challenge is. So, and that's what I picked from her. All right, I think for purposes of time. Yes, Ali, sorry. Okay, just
Is this a suggestion? I was asking if the Minister of Education can lower a bit the grades to go to university for people with disability, because we compete all of us with the people with no disability, and there is, when you have disability, there's some things that you face that maybe a normal person is not facing, and yet you are competing for the same position. So can they maybe consider someone with disability? Not like bringing the grade stats down, but maybe with some points, they can, if you have a disability and maybe you have 55, they can maybe consider you, they can consider you to do a certain course than someone who does not have disability. Yeah.
So affirmative action around trying to see how do you bridge the gap in terms of those who are accessing universities. So that could be either lowering of cut-off points, not necessarily grade, but in ile cut-off tu ya kuingia lazima upite, lakini yako inakuwa chini kidogo, just to accommodate the differences. Lakini na swali, je, what happens kwa mitihani? Do you have the same pace as the rest, or should something be done around that?
What I've seen for me, it's like they finish and then I'm given some few time for some few minutes.
So that is already happening.
That is already happening. But I don't know if it is in all schools. But in our schools they do that for, maybe they can give me 10 minutes to wind up, because maybe I'm not so fast with the writing.
Yeah, but the question I have, so even if your school is giving you 10 minutes, do you feel that that 10 minutes is enough?
Yeah, for me I feel it is enough, but maybe they can be considering according to category.
Does that happen in the national exams? In the national, or just when you're doing the end of term?
No, when headmaster, and then the headmaster had to talk to the invigilators, so they allowed it to happen. So maybe you can make it like officially, so that it can be known it is there. Because I know there are some children who don't have that opportunity. Maybe the papers are picked and yet they have not finished. So, but if you make it known, they will know it is a rule. So they really have to give them that time. Yeah.
Thank you, Alice. Vanessa? Umepotea? Itarudi tu. Who else has a point? So that then we can spend a little time with Vanessa to figure out now how she's going to present and how you need us to support you. All right? So I would like to say thank you for all of us. Let's.
Before you say please, there is an issue she has mentioned that has not come out. Issue about the exam that are being given. I find that even the mental challenges of children, they're not given, they're given the same exam. And these children, they're not able to perform. Could they be given different exams to gauge them rather than the normal exam that the other children do? Because at the end of the day, we find that they feel that they're performing, but they're given the exam and they say the exams, then they'll be able to feel that they are performing.
And I think, yes, thanks. Because it actually falls within that whole conversation around affirmative action. And the question is, with the new curriculum that is mainly competence-based and talent, has it incorporated this? Maybe there's something that needs to be done to check on those. Maybe that's why with these changes, this will be easy to integrate. And maybe it's something that should be picked for the Ministry of Education and KICD to look at how are they the testing and the gauging of progress, how is it being done for children with disabilities? So let me say thank you to all of us. I've really, really, really had a good time. I've enjoyed talking with all of you and also listening to all of you. Sincerely.